Radio 102.3.
The definition of an outlaw: a person who refuses to be governed by the established rules or practices of any group. Nonconformist. Rebel.
Outlaw, outlaw, outlaw. Yeah, God, I wonder could you save me?
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Cowboy. The Freak. The Sports Outlaws.
The cult of personality. I know your anger. I know your dreams. I've been everything you wanna be. Oh, I'm the cult of personality.
Hello, everybody. The Sports Outlaws, a special 2-hour edition today, leading you right into the Georgia LSU pregame, big game in the SEC along with Alabama, Ole Miss. So we're going to keep you informed about the scores going on, the football games going on, and we'll give you a schedule. We'll do all that. A quick shout out to our sponsors, Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Kia of Chattanooga, Warren and Griffin, warrenandgriffin.com, People's Home Equity, Absolute Plumbing, Matthew Manning, who is in the studio with us today.
In the building. Glad to be here.
And 423market.com for all your text marketing needs, NugaLabs.com for all your small business website needs, or just a website in general, NugaLabs.com. Core Power Protein Drink. This is the Core Power Hour. And a new sponsor, Marty's Sports Card Exchange Superstore. And we're going to tell you a little bit about a giveaway we're doing, how you can register for an autographed jersey, authenticated autographed jersey. It's going to be special. It'll be a nice little present to put in your man cave or just as a gift. So we'll tell you a little bit more about that here in just a few minutes. But first, we have a special guest on with us, head coach of the Ottawa Owls, Coach Mac Bryan. Coach, how you doing today?
Very well. Appreciate being on.
No problem, Coach. And, of course, after last night's game, you defeat Dobyns-Bennett 10-3. I don't think Dobyns-Bennett wants to come to Chattanooga anymore.
They've had a couple of tough trips. They've played well both times and come away empty, so it's been tough on them.
Well, we were doing the Red Zone last night, and we heard the report that Desmond Pittman, he had to leave the game due to a little injury. Can you give us some info about that?
Well, the trainer told me that he had, tweaked the knee, I guess the best way to phrase it. His knee was bothering him at the time, and he wasn't sure what the severity was, and we decided to hold him because we didn't want to risk further injury. Of course, he's a tremendous player, and not just for us, but for him as well. So we had time to evaluate it, and we're going to look at it through the first of the week and just see how he responds to treatment, those type of things, and we'll do what's best for him.
Of course, Desmond was our player of the week from last week on the Coca-Cola Red Zone. He had the Core Power Performance of the Week with 269 yards rushing, 2 TDs versus East Hamilton, a big rivalry game. And, of course, you want to give credit to the offensive lineman, the whole team involved, but Desmond seemed like he really put the team on his shoulders during the East Hamilton game.
Well, he did, and Desmond's very capable of that any week. I mean, he's a tremendously strong runner, very powerful, and I've not been around many running backs in my career that are 240 pounds, 6 foot, and have the amazing feet that he has, the ability to cut and make people miss in tight spaces. Is very rare for a young man with that much size.
Coach, for those that might not know, this is your first year with Ottawa. That's correct. And let everyone know what your coaching resume is.
Well, I don't know if you got enough time on the show to look at all the places I've been in 30 years. I've been in college ball all over 20 years, back and forth, 2 or 3 times in high school. I was at UT Chattanooga back in the early 2000s, UT Martin for the last 3.5 years. So I've been to state, 6 years more, close to 7 altogether, and spent a little time at Southern Miss, and been back in North Carolina, Lee's McCray early in my career as head coach, and a couple stints in Kentucky. So I've been around a little bit.
Hey, Coach McBride, this is the Freak. Glad to talk to you. I'm an Outlaw alumni, class of 1992.
Well, I'm glad you're on the right side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Really proud of the victory you all had at East Hamilton last week and Dobbins Bennett yesterday. Talk about the defense last night. A couple of fourth down stops on goal line situations. Talk about that.
Well, the defense was really outstanding. There's no doubt about it. They did a tremendous job. Goal line stand, stopped on a fourth down, critical interception in the red zone in the second half that stopped the drive. Just made some great individual efforts and team effort, fitting where they're supposed to fit, playing together as a unit. I thought our defensive front, actually our front seven, the last 2 weeks has probably been the difference in both games.
Coach, Ottawa has been a regular visitor to the playoffs in the last several years. And when I was playing football, Ottawa wasn't that great. But no. Coach Gatewood came along. Right. He turned the program around. And then they've been good ever since. And it seems like this year, I don't know if something clicked because, like I said, they've been good. But I'm not sure people gave Ottawa the respect they deserve going into this season.
Well, I know our players, felt like, we were being overlooked a little bit and some things early in the year, but, that's really not the case. You got to go out there, everybody's got to play. And, as games go by, people become what they are. And we've been fortunate the first part of the year to play well. It seems like we've been able to do some things in all 3 phases of the game when other things weren't quite clicking like they should. We've been explosive offensively in a couple of 3 games. Defense has been outstanding a couple games. Our special teams have needed to help us at times when we kind of slowed down. They've been able to do that. So it's kind of, it's been a total team effort that we're getting some plays when we have to have them from different aspects of the team.
You're 5-1 so far on the year. Some big wins, like we said, over East Hamilton, Dobbins Bennett. I know in the Siegel game, second game of the year, that second half, it kind of got away from you guys. But when you look at the schedule going forward, you've got Bradley Central this Friday, and then it's Walker Valley, Cleveland, and McMinn County. Some tough games in there. So, I think as a coach, I've never been one, but it would seem that at the high school level, keeping these kids focused, making it go from week to week, and not looking over somebody.
Well, it certainly is. It's difficult not necessarily not to overlook anybody, but to have the emotion on Friday night and to have the focus during the week. That's where the real challenge is for young men this age when they play play a big game like East Hamilton and win in a very dramatic fashion, and then have homecoming week with all the activities that are involved and trying to stay focused on a team that is very good and well coached and does some great things. Dobbins Bennett's a very good program, have been for a long, long time. And to keep that focus is tough, but then you turn right back around and step into the district, and every game, the talent is so close. And it's going to come down to who makes a mistake or turns it over or makes a big play. And I think most of the games in this district will be like that.
Now, Coach Brian, being the first-year coach at Ottawa, and your philosophy and all coming in, it kind of takes a while to get that through to the guys. Who have been some of your leaders on this football team that kind of responsible of spreading your message and making sure everybody buys into what you're preaching?
Well, that's been a very smooth transition. It really has, and I think we've got Desmond's done a great job as a productive leader, and David Nobles and Dalton Johnson up front, 2 seniors, have done a great job in the offensive line. Mike Williams, a wide receiver, had a tremendous night last night. He had 9 catches for 140 yards and a touchdown, which really helped us, get through that. Had the touchdown catch, and then defensively, David Strickland has just been outstanding up front as a defensive lineman, a senior for us. And our sophomore inside backer, Jeremiah Jackson, has really done a great job.
Coach, good luck next week against Bradley Central. Bradley's coming off a big win over Signal Mountain. I know it's going to be a tough game, but you got plenty of talent on the Ooltewah Owls, and just best of luck to you.
Well, it'll be exciting these last two games have been. Everybody ought to come out to the stadium Friday night because it seems like that's all we know how to play now is take it down to the last minute. So at least you get your money's worth.
That's right, Coach. And thank you for spending time with us on the Sports Outlaws. I know Saturdays is usually a film day for you guys, but we do appreciate the time.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Class of 92, Ooltewah Owls.
There you go. That's when they were still
Bad
not that
boy.
great.
Yeah, we suck.
I know, because I was on Ray County, and, you don't never want to check somebody off as a win right away when you get that schedule, but that was one of those.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we sucked for quite a bit, and then I believe Coach Gatewood came in maybe in 94, 95, somewhere around there, turned the whole program around, and we've been winning since then, so
Y'all put a beating on us last night.
Oh, Ray County is looking good this year.
Ray County embarrassed.
They've got a new coach, new school, new turf, so everything's going right in Evansville as of this season. Quick look at your Monster Minute presented by Monster Energy Drink before we hit the break. Major League Baseball, we'll talk more about this later on. Braves have 2 games left to clinch home field throughout the playoffs. They hold the tiebreaker over the Cards. Now, let's say the Braves win this one and the Cards win the game today, or both of them lose. The Braves have Turan going in that final game of the regular season, and the Cardinals will be going up against Samardzija. I think it's how you say his name.
Jeff Samardzija?
Jeff Samardzija.
Former Notre Dame wide receiver.
The Cubs pitcher, so he's a tough out. So you've got that. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but there you go. Braves, 2 games left to clinch home field. PGA, Tiger Woods named PGA Tour Player of the Year for the 11th time. And NCAA, EA Sports to pay around $40 million to settle a lawsuit brought by former players. Between 200,000 and 300,000 players will benefit from that payout, which is not that much when you divide it up.
But the bigger news is for gamers, they're getting rid of EA Sports college football game. There will be no more.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That is nuts. Over a small paycheck to each and every individual.
Yeah,
Get rid of a total game that.
It's not that much money going to each person, but it is what it is. In NASCAR, Matt Kenseth wins the first 2 races of the chase.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
This is a sports show, bro. I got to report the sports.
That's not even sports.
That's not even a sport.
Okay, well, you two fools can hash
I'm an
that
athlete
out.
then because I drove here.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Where's your driving suit at, son?
I got it on now.
In the NFL, Pittsburgh 0-3, Atlanta 1-2, and the Giants and the Redskins 0-3. What's going on there? We'll talk about that as well.
Titans 2-1.
2-1.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jake Locker comes through in the clutch over San Diego. So we'll discuss a lot of football, some Braves, some NFL. We're covering it all. 1:30 today, we'll have Brett Standifer, Bradley Central quarterback. He was our player of the week this week on the Coca-Cola Red Zone. So we'll talk with him and see what he's got going on, talk about the big win over Signal Mountain and what they've got coming up in the rest of the season. It's the Sports Outlaws, Cowboy and the Freak. We'll talk to Matt Manning. We haven't had a chance to talk with him, but he's here of Absolute Plumbing. Go get you a plumber. Matt Manning, he's the dude. Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolute Plumbing.
I need you to stop by the crib, by the way. Like, seriously. I got some issues.
Right.
Talk Radio 102.3 coming back in a few.
Cause even at the crib, I represent the crib. Might pop my grill in, might let my chain hang, might wrap my wrist down, dirty do the damn thing.
Your Titans play here. Talk Radio 102.3 WGOW.
I'm home having dinner with Mom and Dad on the best night of the week, Taco Tuesday. Dad wants me to try the latest additions to his hot sauce collection. Good thing I have a Coke.
They named this sauce after Krakatoa, the volcano that exploded, just like your taste buds will.
Oh no.
Let's climb a degree to Screaming Tonsil. Notice how the bottle is hot to the touch.
Burn.
Now this sauce has no name, only a warning label in Burmese.
Help! Would you like some more Coke, honey?
Yes, please. I love Taco Tuesdays.
Coca-Cola. Open happiness.
When it comes to getting dinner on the table and making the family happy, we all turn to shortcuts now and then. And my favorite, opening up some refreshing Coca-Cola from my local grocery store and sharing a little happiness all around. With ice-cold Coca-Cola, a great meal can be a snap and a twist and a pour. Coca-Cola. Open happiness.
Hey, Everybody enjoy the ride. Now's the time to get Kia-fied.
Tennessee's #1 Kia retailer, Kia of Chattanooga, is extending their Sign It and Drive It sales event. Come in today with 0 down, 0 to it signing, and drive off in a new 2014 Kia Forte, now $179 a month, or a new Kia Soul, now $219 a month, and no cash out of pocket. Just sign it, then drive it off the lot. And you know both come with Kia's amazing 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
Enjoy the ride, get Kia-fied.
Do you want a new Kia? Do you want a lower monthly payment? If you have a job and make $350 a week, you could be approved today, guaranteed. 0 down, 0 to it signing, and drive off today for $179 a month at Kia of Chattanooga.
Satisfied, gratified, Kia-fied.
Kia of Chattanooga.
Come on, get Kia-fied.
With approved credit plus tax, title, and license, 36-month lease at $12K per year. See website for details.
Are you ready for some football? Are you ready to save?
It's football. It's tailgate parties. It's time to save thousands on new Hondas at Honda of Cleveland. Hit the field with 0.9 financing for a full 60 months and payments starting at $159 a month. That's $159 a month for a new 2013 Honda Civic or Fit. Or drive off at a new Accord, just $219 a month. Even the Honda CR-V is only $229 a month, and all available with 0.9 financing up to a full 60 months. Plus, the crowd goes wild for Honda of Cleveland's powertrain warranty for life. Take the short drive on 75 or visit HondaofCleveland.com. Locally owned and operated with an 8+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Honda of Cleveland. Our people make the difference. With approved credit through HFS. Sedan 5-speed Auto LX models, 36-month lease with up to $29.99 due at signing. May include Honda Graduate Program.
The world did not end, but the shift in culture continues. Your favorite station now plays around the world thanks to iHeartRadio. That's the free app with over 1,500 live stations from across the country. Just download iHeartRadio.
Talk Radio 102.3.
And welcome back to the Sports Outlaws on the Talk Monster. Yours truly, the Freak, Cowboy Joe, Matthew Manning from Absolute Plumbing. And we have your Core Power scoreboard. In the second quarter, West Virginia leads Oklahoma State 17-14. It's Central Florida over South Carolina 10-0 in the second. Miami leads South Florida 35-7. That's a road game for the Hurricanes. And right now, those are the only top 25 scores we have right now. We'll be back later with a schedule, and we'll talk some more SEC, top 25. Big schedule, big games on tap today. This is an exciting weekend for college football. Last week sucked. This week's
going to be a good
week.
Better.
What was the South Carolina score?
South Carolina was losing 10-0. The old ball coach is throwing his visor all over the field.
Some issues in Columbia. And you did mention Matthew Manning from Absolute Plumbing. Matt, for those that don't know, tell them a little bit about Absolute Plumbing and what you do.
We've been in business going on 4 years in January, and it's a family-owned and operated business. Shout out to my wife at home. Hopefully she is getting a little rest. She's a great mother to our 5-month-old. So hopefully she's resting a little bit. And A+ rating still, another week. A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, and we're here for all your residential, commercial needs, all the way from just repairing a faucet all the way up to new construction on a house or new construction on a restaurant.
Tell them how they can get a hold to you, Matt.
You can give me a call directly on my cell phone. You can look in the phone books or you can look in the newspaper. If you can't remember Matthew Manning, it's in there as Absolute Plumbing, 423-509-4523.
And Matt's been a good friend of the show since we started, since day one, and we appreciate that, Matt. And local people supporting local people. That's what it's all about.
That's the way it's got to go. That's what makes the world go round.
Speaking of that, we'd love to give a big thanks to Marty's Sports Card Superstore Exchange for being a new sponsor of the Sports Outlaws. And here's what we're doing with Marty. We have a chance for you to win a autographed Lenny Moore jersey. He played with the Colts back in the 60s.
Oh, yeah.
He was a teammate of Johnny Unitas.
Hall of Famer.
He is a Hall of Famer. He still holds an NFL record where he's tied with LaDainian Tomlinson with 18 touchdowns, 18 weeks, 18 games scoring a touchdown consecutively. Yeah,
I got an autographed mini helmet from Marty's of Lenny Moore.
Lenny Moore, yes.
He was number 24, right?
I think so.
Number 24.
I think so. Well, here's how you can register for that. You have to go out to Marty's, and Marty's address is 6851 Lee Highway. You have to go out there, tell them you heard it on Talk Radio or the Sports Outlaws. Either one will do, and you can get registered for that jersey. We'll draw for that in December. Give plenty of time for you to go out there and register, but it's Marty's Sports Card Superstore Exchange. Let me get that right. Marty's Sports Card Exchange Superstore, 6851 Lee Highway. If you're coming from 153, it's just down the road past the old Ryans on your left. Mm-hmm. You pass the Ryans, it's on your right, and Marty's is just down the road from that on your left. You can't miss it. It's a little strip mall. So go out there, register for that Lenny Moore autographed, authenticated jersey. It's not just,
everything out there is authenticated.
Yeah, I didn't go out there and sign it and say, hey, let's give this away.
Right.
No, it's signed by Lenny Moore. It's just a cool thing to have for your man cave and to give as a Christmas gift. So go out there, register, and for the first person that calls me from Marty's, after registering for that jersey, you will win a case of Core Power protein drink, a case of Minute Maid fruit punch, and a $25 gift certificate to Jack A's Chop Shop.
Hey, we're giving away the store today, man.
That's right. It's a big one. So
heading to Marty's after this, son.
The first person to go out there to register for that jersey, tell them you heard it on Talk Radio. Once again, a case of Core Power protein drink, chocolate. This ain't the light stuff. This is for the protein fiends out there. A case of Minute Maid fruit punch and a $25 gift certificate to Jack A's Chop Shop on Dayton Boulevard, not Dayton Boulevard, Asheville Terrace, I think.
Asheville Terrace?
See, Matt. See what you're doing here.
A little tongue-tied there, Cowboy.
Ashland Terrace.
You need some water?
You need some Core Power drink.
I do. So the first person to call me from out there after registering for that jersey, you'll get all that. You'll be a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. So there you go. Talk Radio 102.3 right now. Tennessee 24, South Alabama 7. That's in the second with about 9 minutes to go in the half.
And still no signs of freshman quarterback. Worley's still playing.
He's still incompetent.
Right.
Still garbage.
He is. Of course, we've been doing the show, but watching the first couple of drives, he's still throwing under and over. And there must be a force field over the player's numbers where he can't get it there.
It's insane. The easiest job that could be in the world besides being a weatherman would be broadcasting a game on the radio. I was listening to over here, and it's like all you need to know is A.J. Johnson's on the tackle and Justin Worley overthrew the ball. That's like 95% of the game. A.J. Johnson makes the tackle, Worley overthrows or underthrows.
Well, your comments on the Tennessee game, Tennessee quarterback situation, or anything dealing with college football and NFL or the Braves, we do it all here on the Sports Outlaws. Mm-hmm. We're going to take a quick break, and coming back, we will talk to Bradley Central quarterback Brett Standifer, talk about the big win over Signal Mountain and his season so far. Once again, Marty's Sports Card Exchange Superstore. He's been in business over 25 years. Better Business accredited with 0 complaints. Now, we talked about an A-plus rating with Matt over here, and that's great, but in the memorabilia business, an A-plus rating is unheard of. So he does you right. He's a dealer direct distributor for all major manufacturers, companies like Tupps.
Are you taking away from my A-plus rating?
No, I'm not doing that.
No, we're just saying that both of y'all, especially in memorabilia where you got a lot of guys
and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of fugazis out there. This guy is not going to tell you anything that...
Just giving Marty a hard time out there. That's my dog.
Yeah, no fugazi.
Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, Leaf, and many more. He carries all of that, and you just have to go out there to believe it. But later on in the show, I'll tell you some of the items he has out there you might be interested in. A ton of stuff. You could spend a lot of money out there.
And we encourage you to.
I want it all.
Hey,
I want it all.
Check out my man cave, and you'll see how addicting it is.
That's right. Go out there and support them.
Talk Radio 102.3 coming back with Bradley Central quarterback Brett Standifer. It's the Sports Outlaws.
It's always in easy reach. It contains more information than you'll ever need. And your mobile device is your connection to us. Click the app at iHeartRadio for Talk Radio 102.3 FM.
Unleash the power of text marketing for your business.
You've seen the programs. A customer texts a code to receive special offers from their favorite business. Completely voluntary and extremely effective because these customers want this information.
Utilize this new technology for your business with Chattanooga's 423market.com.
The same company that operates the Lookouts Text Fan program, 423market.com can establish a real-time direct link to your valued customers.
Great for lunch specials, inventory clearances, appointment reminders, rainy day sales, and more.
With open rates of 95% in the first 3 minutes. Get traffic through your door fast with 423market.com.
There's no contracts, just pay as you go. 423market.com or call 305-2050 now.
At Warren & Griffin Attorneys at Law, finding legal representation is easy. Just walk in. From personal injury claims to bankruptcy filings, workers' comp, and Social Security, Warren & Griffin cover most all situations that you may find yourself in. The local firm that's big enough to handle the tough cases. Warren & Griffin have a history of getting results you deserve and getting the money you need. If you or a loved one were hurt in a motor vehicle accident, on the job, or in a slip or fall, they can help get your settlement with no attorney fees until they recover on your behalf. If you're overwhelmed by debt, they can give you that second chance that you've deserved through bankruptcy filing. And if you're having problems with Social Security, let Warren & Griffin go to bat for you. Warren & Griffin, Attorneys at Law. Georgia Avenue, downtown Chattanooga. Open Monday through Saturday. Call 423-265-HURT. That's 423-265-HURT. And learn more online at warrenandgriffin.com.
Post, pics, and personality.
The Talk Radio 102.3 Facebook page is powered by RT Construction. All types of roof repair and more.
Licensed, bonded, and insured. RT Construction, 954-9702.
Get behind the scenes with Sport Talk.
Ryan Joyce's Chattanooga Discoveries. Kevin West's Morning Press Links.
Thought starters from Dr. B and Bill B.
Plus, chances to win tickets and other prizes. The Talk Radio 102.3 Facebook page powered by RT Construction.
Talk Radio 102.3.
Welcome back to the Sports Outlaws. Before we get to Bradley Central QB Brett Standiford, let's take a look at the Core Power scoreboard with a freak.
Top 25 games, West Virginia leads Oklahoma State 17-14. The Cowboys are ranked number 11 in the country. UCF, the Central Florida Knights, still leading South Carolina 10-0. Only 30 seconds left in the second quarter. It's Miami over South Florida 35-7. And this is not a top 25 score, but this is a score that most people want to hear about. Tennessee leads 24-7.
With Justin Worley just throwing an interception.
Which is no surprise. They're leading South Alabama 24-7. South Alabama has the ball on their side of the field. And that's your Core Power scoreboard.
And now we have a special guest on, as I mentioned earlier. Bradley Central QB, Brett Standiford. Brett, thanks for being on the Sports Outlaws, my man.
Thank you for having me.
Big win over Signal Mountain, 36-27. Now, first of all, let me tell everyone that, Brett, you are the player of the week. You had the Core Power Performance of the Week on the Coca-Cola Red Zone. 220 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 80 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns, a total of 4 TDs. Congratulations, man, on the game, and just tell us a little bit about it.
Thank you, first off. And, yeah, for starters, it was a team effort, and the defense held up perfectly whenever we needed them to and got some key stops. But like you said, offensively, we pretty much did whatever we wanted to do with the ball whenever we, like at will. The line was holding up perfect. We worked on some new things with the offensive line at practice, and that paid off well last night.
Now, how'd you guys approach this season? Because I know, first game of the year, you lost against a tough Polk County team, 29-27. But what was the mindset going into this year? Because a lot of people thought, okay, well, it's Bradley. You'll be decent, but maybe not getting the respect you deserved. And we talked a little bit earlier with Coach Mac Bryan of Ottawa, your next opponent, and kind of the same thing with him. But did you guys have a little chip on your shoulder going into this year?
Yeah, I mean, we did because we knew going into it we returned, I know, just teammates before I was at Bradley. We had 4 all-district players returning in Cal Pickle, Jordan Timmons, Eduardo Trevino, and D. Crisp, who were all big players. And I think it kind of got underneath everybody's skin that we weren't spotlighted a little bit more with as many good returning players as we had. So, yeah, we've gone into every game with a little bit of a chip on our shoulder, especially last night playing a top 10 ranked team in the state and not really getting picked. We basically, they picked Signal across the board almost in the paper, so that kind of fired everyone up just a little bit more.
It ticked you off a little bit, and it should.
It's better to be underrated than overrated.
Right. That's what I'm hoping everyone picks Ottawa this week.
Hey, Brett, I have to tell you right now, buddy. I hope you have about 400 yards passing and 200 rushing Friday. But I have to pull for Miles. I'm sorry.
No, say he went to Ottawa, Brett, so don't listen to him.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you got to expect that in Ottawa.
Hey, I want you to have a great game, but I want the Owls to win. It could be 48-47.
Right.
Now, looking at the season so far, Brett, you defeated Riverdale 39-35. Riverdale have been a great team for a long time in this state. At Hickson, a big win. It's becoming a tough place to play at Hickson. Of course, Walker Valley defeated them, and last night defeating Signal Mountain 36-27. But when you look at the schedule going forward, you've got Ottawa this week, then at Cleveland, McMinn County, Saudi, and then you end the year at East Hamilton. So you look at Ottawa, at Cleveland, and at East Hamilton. That's a tough road, man. How you guys preparing for that?
Well, I mean, it's just going to be like it has been every other game. It's just we're taking it one game at a time, and that's like with Ottawa and Cleveland. They're really great matchups with us because we're all 3 explosive offenses, and everyone knows that going into playing any of us 3. So that should be some games where we're going to be doing some scoring, and if our defense does like it has last week, we just got to get a couple stops.
Now, Brett, will you do anything in particular special for this big game coming up? Will you watch a little bit more film, be in the weight room a little bit more? Do you have anything that you do outside of normal everyday practice that you do to get ready for a game?
Well, yeah, I mean, Coach Floyd is huge on watching film anyway, and I try to watch as much as I can at home. But, yeah, I think definitely it's going to be an every night thing for sure this week and next week, being really from here on out because we're going into district play, and it's big rivalries. And I know Ottawa left a bad taste in all my teammates' mouths from last year. So
we'll do that to you.
They'll listen to it.
Hey, this kid's got some swag. I love it.
Who,
I don't follow.
I
don't know.
Oh, Brett. Of course, everybody knows I got swag.
This kid's got some swag. I don't follow high school football too much because my Red Bank Lions are terrible. But I think I'm gonna check this kid out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch him, follow him a little bit.
There you go, Brett. You have another fan.
Oh yeah, it's always good to have an extra.
Now I'll talk a little bit about because I played at Ray County back in the day, and I played in a lot of stadiums. But I have to tell you, man, Bradley Stadium, the way it.
He said stadium.
Name dropper.
Like he played in Dallas Stadium.
Hey, bro, I did.
I mean, stadiums, really?
I was in the Voight All-Star game and Spalding.
What about the Ruse?
The Ruse All-Star game,
Voight,
too.
a.k.a. Little League.
But, Brett, man, that stadium is it's special. I always love playing there. It sits down in a little bowl. It's just very unique, and it's got to be a great home field advantage.
Right, yeah, it's definitely coming to Bear Stadium is a totally different atmosphere than playing at home because, as really anyone knows that would keep up with high school football, Bradley, we always bring a good crowd, and especially when it's at home, we've got people coming from, which you've got the surrounding schools too, Cleveland and Walker Valley. We've got a bunch of their fans always end up coming to our games too, and we always pack it out. So that always makes it a little bit harder for everyone to communicate a little bit.
Do you guys have something you do on a regular basis before a game? Like Clemson touches the rock, and Notre Dame touches the wall, or you guys have anything like that you do coming out of the field house or anything like that?
Yeah, we have at the top of our Bear Walk, which is the steps leading down to the field. There is a plaque of Chief Robertson, who was a coach at Bradley, a long coach there, and we touch it every single time on and off the field, whether it's our walkthrough on Thursday, a game, or even if some of us guys just going up to the field to hang out. I mean, whether we're at the school or not, when we come on and off the field, you've got to touch the plaque.
Tradition, man. That's what it's all about. I love it. One more question. Oh, we're going to play a game, actually, before we let you go, Brett. It's called,
Who'd you rather?
It's called, no, it's not Who'd You Rather. It's 4th and Goal. That's a different game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
4th and Goal. We're going to ask you 4 questions.
Freak got excited.
Yeah,
He thought he knew.
Yeah. Who you rather? You see, that's the game we were playing.
Yeah, right. 4th and Goal, and I'll give you some options, and you tell me which one you go with, okay?
All right.
All right. Kevin Durant or Dwayne Wade?
Kevin Durant.
Okay. Lamborghini or Maybach?
Lambo,
I like it.
Maybach.
Whatever.
Dude, shout out Rick Ross.
What's a Maybach? Maybach.
I don't know.
Maybach music. Hey,
Joe's white.
hey, dude, I'm white. I don't know.
Yeah, I am Maybach.
He's from Ray County.
Don't listen. I'm going to cut their mics off here for a minute. Kim, Khloe, or Kourtney Kardashian?
Neither.
Kim.
Man, I got to go with Kim.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, she's got it. Got
None
something.
of the above.
Now, finally,
Garbage.
our final question. Kanye West or the paparazzi?
I won't say the paparazzi.
Yeah.
That's a good pick,
right.
man. That's a good pick. Well, Brett, man, we appreciate you being on with us, and the best of luck against Ottawa this week, my man.
And Brett, like I said, we hope you have 600 total yards of offense. But
that's the freak saying that. That's not we.
Okay, not we, but me.
Hey,
the freak
I'm
is saying,
saying it
but
with
Ottawa, we will prevail.
I hope he has 600 yards.
Well, I'm gonna do what I can to prove you wrong a little bit.
There you go. Prove it
Do
wrong,
that,
Brett.
man. Hey, that's what I like, man. You're right. He does have a little swag.
There's another
little
chip
swag,
on the
don't he?
shoulder. Brett, thank you so much for being on with us.
All right, thanks for having me.
All right, thanks, Brett. Talk Radio 102.3. Bradley Central quarterback Brett Standifer, he had our core power performance of the week. Big game against Signal Mountain, and the schedule doesn't get any easier for Bradley.
No, I don't.
As I said, Ottawa this week at Cleveland, big rivalry game. McMinn County, Soddy Daisy, and then at East Hamilton to end the regular season for the Bradley Bears. So it's going to be fun following this team and you have a lot of good teams in this area.
A lot of really good teams. Like we mentioned, Ottawa, Bradley, Hickson is surprising some teams. So this is a very good year in high school football for Chattanooga. But, like I say, of course, Red Bank sucks. That's a surprise.
Well, hey, I mean, they're playing bad. I take that back. They're not garbage because that's where I went to high school, and I'll always root for Red Bank. But
Coach Slaughter will get it together.
Yeah, they'll eventually get it together. I don't want to talk about 17, 16, 15-year-old kids like that.
No, they have a number issue right now. They don't have many guys out, and if you don't have the depth, you can't compete.
Well,
it's that simple.
You know what? Life is hard. They suck. You got to grow up sooner or later.
So I'm guessing we won't have any Red Bank players on anytime soon.
Well, I'm not saying they won't perform well, but as we all know, the cream of the crop is still Ottawa High School.
They're pretty good.
That is the cream of the crop.
They are. Well, Innsworth is the cream of the crop.
Not in Chattanooga.
There you go. There's the freak.
Hey, Ray County last night.
Like I said, Ray County is looking good. They got a big game against Cookeville, I believe, this week to determine the district. So we'll definitely be following that on the Red Zone.
Did we play y'all this year?
No.
Do we need to make a wager on that again?
We don't play each other this year.
I just knew I was going to come in here and have some kind of Ray County dude up on the radio. I mean, I looked at the box score this morning in the paper, and I was like, oh God, here we go. Here we go.
Tennessee 24, South Alabama 7. That one almost at the half, a minute and a half to go in the second quarter. Coming back with more, another scoreboard. Talk a little UTC, Georgia Southern. We're going to talk it all. Georgia LSU, Alabama, Ole Miss.
And hey, the NBA is starting. Training camps, college basketball practice is starting. This is an exciting time. Baseball playoffs, NFL football, college football. This is great, man.
Pretty stoked about basketball starting.
And to get out to Marty's right now, Marty's Sports Card Exchange Superstore, to sign up for that Lenny Moore autographed Colts jersey. This is something you got to have for your man cave to give as a gift. 6851 Lee Highway, Chattanooga. If you're coming from 153, just down the road from the old Ryan's Steakhouse. 648-7037, 648-7037 if you want to give Marty a call. Just go out there. Like I said, the next hour, we'll talk more about Marty and what he has out there. It's a Toys R Us for grown men.
Basically.
That's what it is. No joke.
And one way to definitely know where it's at is a lot of people, Children's Fair. It's like right up the road from Children's Fair. everybody in Chattanooga's got kids, and I go in that place and I do all the plumbing work for the owner and everything. And every time I go in that place and do work, it is just packed with people.
I know you're on Lee Highway right now, so just stop in.
That's right.
So you heard it on Talk Radio.
If you're coming out of the Bilo on Lee Highway, just go right down the street, and there he is.
Sign up for it. Tell him you heard it on Talk Radio. And you call me after you sign up. Look, you get a case of Minute Maid Fruit Punch. Mm-hmm. You get a case of Core Power Protein Drink. And you get a $25 gift certificate to Jack A's Chop Shop on Ashland Terrace.
We got your beverage and your food already taken care of.
Food and drink and possibly a jersey. What more could you ask for? Talk Radio, 102.3.
Facebook chats with Brian Joyce and Cowboy Joe. The links you love. From the Facebook friends you never unlike.
You're so adorable.
Talk Radio 102.3, the Talk Monster.
Is not having a website hurting your business? Chances are the answer is yes. Fix that problem and save money at the same time with merchant services from NugaLabs.com. Computer and mobile phone searches are quickly becoming the customer's choice to find what they need. If you're not there, you're missing sales. Nuga Labs is offering a free website with their merchant services. Brand new EMV compliant credit card processing with lower rates, local service, no 800 numbers, and a fully functional website for your small business at no cost to you. Log on to Chattanooga-based NugaLabs.com now and get started. That's NugaLabs.com or call 305-2050. That's 305-2050.
Hey, everybody, enjoy the ride. Now's the time to get Kia-fied.
Tennessee's #1 Kia retailer, Kia of Chattanooga, is extending their Sign It and Drive It sales event. Come in today with 0 down, 0 to it signing, and drive off in a new 2014 Kia Forte, now $179 a month, or a new Kia Soul, now $219 a month, and no cash out of pocket. Just sign it, then drive it off the lot. And you know both come with Kia's amazing 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
Enjoy the ride, get Kia-fied.
Do you want a new Kia? Do you want a lower monthly payment? If you have a job and make $350 a week, you could be approved today, guaranteed. 0 down, 0 to it signing, and drive off today for $179 a month at Kia of Chattanooga.
Satisfied, gratified, Kia-fied.
Kia of Chattanooga.
Come on, get Kia-fied.
With approved credit plus tax, title, and license, 36-month lease at $12K per year. See website for details.
Unleash the power of text marketing for your business.
You've seen the programs. A customer texts a code to receive special offers from their favorite business. Completely voluntary and extremely effective because these customers want this information.
Utilize this new technology for your business with Chattanooga's 423market.com.
The same company that operates the Lookouts Text Fan program, 423market.com can establish a real-time direct link to your valued customers.
Great for lunch specials, inventory clearances, appointment reminders, rainy day sales, and more.
With open rates of 95% in the first 3 minutes. Get traffic through your door fast with 423market.com.
There's no contracts, just pay as you go. 423market.com or call 305-2050 now.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
So I knew it was important to have life insurance to protect our family, but I was putting it off. But then yesterday, a girlfriend of mine asked me, point blank, what would happen if you lost your husband? How would you pay the bills? The mortgage, the car payments, food. And that's when it really hit me, and I realized I needed to get us life insurance right now. So I called AIG Direct, and in less than 5 minutes, I had a quote. I was shocked at how affordable it is. Just $18 a month for $250,000 of term life coverage. I feel so much better knowing the kids and I are protected. And my husband was so happy I got the quote.
Save up to 70% when you get term life insurance through AIG Direct. Call now for a free, no-obligation quote. It only takes 5 minutes, and you could save up to 70%. 1-800-322-1099. That's 1-800-322-1099. Call now. 1-800-322-1099.
Talk Radio 102.3.
Welcome back to the Sports Outlaws, the Freak, Cowboy Joe, Matthew Manning from Absolute Plumbing. And let's take a look at your Core Power scoreboard and schedule. Let's look around the SEC. LSU goes between the hedges to face the Georgia Bulldogs today at 3:30. That game is on CBS. Ole Miss at Alabama, 6:30, ESPN. It's Texas A&M going to Fayetteville to face the Arkansas Razorbacks. That game is at 7 o'clock on ESPN2. The Gators battle the Wildcats of Kentucky, 7 p.m. on ESPNU. And schedule-wise, scoreboard-wise, Tennessee leads South Alabama 24-7 at the half. Justin Worley just threw a pick in the red zone, and Matthew just about lost his.
Again.
Yeah.
Again. Please, Butch. Please do something.
Butch, please.
Yeah.
Butch,
Central Florida
please.
leads South Carolina 10-0. That's at the half. And that's your Core Power scoreboard and schedule.
I think it's clear for all the Tennessee fans out there that Justin Worley is not the answer.
Well, he's trying
obviously, Nathan Peterman wasn't the answer. We saw that.
Right.
Try a freshman, please.
Well, I think right now what Coach Jones is doing, he wants to win some games. He wants a little bit of experience. He doesn't want to go totally rebuild mode, and I don't think it's doing Tennessee any good right now. I think you might as well just put the freshman in, let him play, see what he can do. That way you know if you got to get another guy next year.
There you go. I mean, that's all that we're, as Tennessee fans, is asking for. Just give the kids an opportunity.
You got to see what you got. That way you know if you need to go get somebody else.
Because the schedule gets a lot tougher after this game.
The rest of the season.
Yeah,
I mean,
and and a lot of people think that you don't want to put a freshman in there. I'm not talking about this game, but you don't want to put a freshman in there in a tough game, tough opponent, opposing field. I don't buy that. You got to find out if this kid has it.
Listen,
if you put him in there, and that's going to be as tough as it gets. Talking about the Florida game,
right?
You'll find out if he's got it.
Now, I've heard this phrase a long time. And Matt, you've been in the plumbing business. I'm sure you've heard it too. Either crap or get off the pot.
That's right. That's right.
You can't just sit.
I'm so over hearing this. Give him 3 years. Give him 2 years. Get his guys in there. What if I signed a contract with you? You were building a house. I signed a contract and said I'll do the plumbing, and I said give me 3 years to learn how to do it.
Well,
how would you feel?
That's a good point.
I wouldn't have the job. You got to do what you work with. Les Miles does it every year at LSU.
267-1023. If you have any comments or thoughts on the Tennessee game, Tennessee quarterback situation, or want to talk any of the coming games, Georgia, LSU, Alabama, Ole Miss, or we're going to talk a little NFL in the next hour or two. Some good storylines going on there. Christian Ponder probably out of a job in Minnesota.
Yeah, but I don't think Matt Castle will be able to hold on to that job for too much longer. I mean, not for long anyway. But it's not like Christian Ponder's lighting the world up. But
defense has some issues, so it's not just him.
It's not. The Vikings. They surprised some people because Peterson had a monster year last year, and they made the playoffs.
Just say it like it is. It's Ponder.
See,
I mean,
it
every
is not
quarterback.
Just Ponder. It's part of it's his fault.
Ask anybody. Hey, Adrian Peterson's going to be your running back this year. They're going to jump for joy. They're going to have 8 men in the box,
right,
and it's going to be one-on-one on the outside.
Right.
Throw Adrian Peterson with Peyton Manning. He'll put up 120 points a game. Throw him with Tom Brady. It'll be 150 points a game.
That would be a better situation. I'm sure he would want that.
Yes.
Talk Radio 102.3. Reminder, go out to Marty's Sports Card Exchange Superstore, 6851 Lee Highway, to sign up for that Lenny Moore autographed and authenticated jersey. He's a Hall of Famer, played with the Colts.
That's right.
Good Christmas gift. And just check out all the stuff Marty has. Like I said before, next hour we'll talk more about that. But all his stuff is authenticated. Prices on the items are awesome because of the market we're in. If you go, just look on the internet with some of this stuff.
Hey, I'm huge in the sports and memorabilia. And when we go on vacation or we go up to Gatlinburg or something like that, I'll stop by these shops.
Vacation, Gatlinburg.
I'll stop. Yes, guys, I'm white.
Redneck honeymoon, Gatlinburg.
But
let's go eat some pancakes.
The prices are a lot better. Better than these other places.
I had my spies up there.
Yeah, right.
He
was up there last week.
I might have been there.
He was up there at Dollywood with his shirt off on the roller coaster.
No, I had a white beat on.
Only black dude up there.
I go up there to buy my gold.
648-7037. That's not the number to Gatlinburg. That's the number to Marty's. You can call him with any questions. Now, shopping at Marty's is more of an experience than anything else. You never know what you might see. Anything from Babe Ruth and Ty Cobb items to current players like Peyton Manning and Drew Brees. I know he has a Peyton Manning autographed jersey.
Now, I have
a Tom
question.
Brady autographed jersey.
I got a question, Cowboy, concerning Marty's. Does he have any wrestling memorabilia? I'm looking for a Ric Flair authentic robe.
He does not have that.
If if that's out there, you're going to have to get out there before I do, because I'm gonna cop that robe, and I'm gonna wear it next time I'm on the show.
No, I don't want to wear it on the show. I want to wear it at home. I'm going to come into the house with the
with the high pitched music
with
in
the
the
Odyssey
background.
2001 playing in the background. I'm just going to step into the bedroom with my robe on. I'm just going to go, woo!
Welcome to Dollywood.
To beat the man, you got to beat the man.
I want some extra syrup for that.
The nature freak.
That's what they do call me sometimes. Freak of nature.
Oh. Well, guess what, folks? You
We
have
got
another hour
hour.
of this.
Hell yeah.
Another hour of the madness, and we'll keep you updated on all the scores. The Tennessee game is at halftime. 24-7, I believe that's the score. And we'll take a look at UTC Georgia Southern. Who knows, maybe we might relive some wrestling moments.
Hey, do you know?
Hey, I'm all over that.
Hey, there's a lot of stories of Ric Flair in a hotel, before after matches.
Yeah.
With just his robe on, flashing people in the lobby and all that kind of stuff.
Knowing some people that knew his kids.
Yeah.
I've heard stories to where.
Like he lives his gimmick.
Yeah.
Nature Boy is
if
not.
If he's out and you see him,
that's
you're going
him.
to hear, woo!
Yeah, and riding Space Mountain. That's true. That's all true.
Yeah. I believe it. All them old wrestlers. I mean, look at Hulk Hogan. Jesus. I mean, dude lives it every single day of his life.
I mean, those guys, Hogan, Flair, they lived the gimmick because you had to, because you were, the top guy. So when Flair would come into a town, he hit up the bar. He's buying everybody drinks. He's passed out at the end of the night. On the planes, he's, messing with the flight attendants and all that kind of stuff.
Have you ever heard the story about Andre the Giant? When he sat down and
he
drank
had like a case of beer and
165 beers in one setting.
Yeah.
Be serious.
Yeah.
Nuts. If I drank 165 beers, I would be dead.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Dead.
Most of us would be.
Yeah. I would be dead.
Talk Radio 102.3. Reminder, once you go out to Marty's, 6851 Lee Highway, sign up for that jersey we're giving away in December. Call me. First person to do that, 267-1023. A case of Power Protein drink, case of Core Power Protein drink, case of Minute Maid Fruit Punch, and a $25 gift certificate to Jack A's Chop Shop. You're on Lee Highway right now, I know.
That's right. You have to buy low.
You're not watching this Tennessee game.
Nah, you're going down, you just holler at him.
You can watch it out there.
Yeah, he's got it on.
He's got TVs.
He's got it on.
Well, why would you put yourself through that? Just go down there and
he's
look
got
at the
to cater
memorabilia.
he's got to cater to his customers'
the
needs.
fan base, son.
Just check the memorabilia out. Don't even worry about the
As
game.
business owners, the customers get what the customers want.
Yeah, exactly. Talk Radio 102.3 coming back with more. Another hour of the Sports Outlaws leading you right into the Georgia LSU pregame. Going to be a great game.
Another hour of ratchetness.
Your home for Georgia football.
Talk Radio 1.